Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. PST. Here we be. What's going on, everyone? Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear the air conditioning in here. Do you hear anything blowing into the microphone? Because we're already at 97 degrees. It's going to be a warm one. What did Ace Ventura say in Ace Ventura 2 where he climbed out of that fake rhinoceros and looked like he was giving birth? Or when he was inside of it and he took off his underwear, he said, warm. Yeah, it's going to be warm today. So, I got the AC in here. Thank you, Matthew Mittens. Thanks for letting me know. Sounds good. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's get to it. Let's get up here. There we go. So, what up? What's today? Wednesday? I got a big announcement to make. Stick around for that. MyGreenGear.com, JerichoGreen.net. You know the dealio. People still say that? I know they did a long time ago when I was young. But that's the deal. Or like Keith David said in Dead Presidents, well, then that's the deal. Appreciate everybody being here. You could be anywhere else, but you're here. And thank you. You saw the title. I forgive you. Oh, thank you, Pope Biden. Thank you for forgiving me. What do I mean by that? The Biden administration, the residents of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue have some forgiveness for you. Not for some sin you committed, forgiving some of that student debt. Oh, yes, people. I know you're pissed. I know you are. Because if you take on debt, if you take out a loan, that means you have the understanding that you have to pay it back. That's why they call it a loan. They have grants. Grants you don't have to pay back. Grants, here you go. Say no more. You don't got to pay it back. I don't need nothing. There you go. But they took out a loan, which means I'm going to give you this, but you got to pay me back with a little extra on top. So when you do that, you have that understanding, right? You got to pay me back whatever I loaned you and then some. Because that and then some makes it worth my time to loan it to you. We've all taken out various loans for homes, for cars, personal loans, or whatever. And you knew you had to pay that shit back, didn't you? That went into your decision making. Am I going to be able to pay this back? That was part of your whole decision making to take out the loan in the first place. But you were a fool. You took out a loan before this ding dong came into office. He would have forgiven it for you. Damn it. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk some numbers because the numbers keep changing. Also, Popov Paul Pelosi, you drunk driving little bastard, you. I do feel bad for you that you got to sleep next to that liver spotted demon every night. I give you that, man. That sucks. But you out drunk driving and then you hit somebody and then you hurt that somebody. Oh, man. The dash cam footage was released. It's beautiful. And you ran into an illegal. We're going to talk about the sweet, delicious irony of the fact that you, husband of Nancy Pelosi, collided with an illegal. I can't wait to dive into that. That sounds absolutely delicious. But before we get into that, and many, many more things, many more things, many. Remember the commandant from Police Academy? Many. But before we get into all that shit, that super chat cherry has been popped by your mom's boyfriend. Thank you very much. Says, while you guys are only popping cherries, I'm the first to make Jericho a birthing person. Men can have babies. That's what the woke left says. That's true, man. So you're going to be around when this baby's born, your mom's boyfriend, or you're just going to run off like the rest of them? Huh? We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll do a live stream from all of my my prenatal appointments. Oh, women. Hey, women. I'm only talking to the ladies here, all right, fellas? Take a break. Take 5, fellas. Ladies, remember when you were special? Remember that? Remember when you were the only ones who could have babies? Remember that shit? Remember that special elite club that you belonged to? We're the only ones on earth who can have babies. That kind of separated you from everybody else because no one else could do it. You were in a very esoteric group, weren't you? Not anymore, girls. I'm sorry. You go ahead and take that away. Move over. Make some room. Fellas are here. The fellas are in the building, ladies, because we can have kids too. We can give birth and we can breastfeed when they get here. What do you think about that, lady? But I do remember those days. Those are the good old days. Good times. Huh, ladies? All right, fellas, come on back in. We're done. Done just talking to the ladies. To the ladies. Ooh, I'm talking to the ladies. Let's see here. We're going popping up all over the place here. Hold on. Chats are coming in. Ransom Shan, thank you. Says, what happens when Pelosi gets taken to court by the illegal for injury or damages? Who wins that according to the left? Well, I think Ransom Shan, what they have to do when you have a tie situation like that, when you have a group that's neck and neck, you always go to the default. You always go to the ultimate tie breaker. Race. Paul Pelosi's white. That illegal is a person of color. They win. Person of color is the ace. And if you play with jokers, it's the joker. Nothing trumps that. Top card. So if it comes down to it, the illegal wins. Because, no borders, man. We're all people. We're a global community, man. Fuck that. Carolyn 714, thank you. She says, I remember that. Now women are just a vibe. Hey, anybody, come on in. Ladies, scoot over. It used to be just you in here, but now being you is just a vibe. That's all it's been reduced to. It's been reduced to just a feeling. Remember, that's what Macy Gray said. She said, being a woman, it's a vibe, man. Hey, come join the vibe. I remember those days when ladies were special. Maybe it'll come back around. Maybe the pendulum will swing the other way and women will join that elite group. But until then, move over for the fellas. Hoser Christian, what's up, man? He says, no more super chats before 4 p.m. Eastern. Miss Pepsi Girl and mine was erased by YouTube. That's fucked up. I'm sorry about that. It's fucked up, man. Sorry. Yo, hoser. Oddly Creative says, I'm still in the elite club because I still live in reality. That's true. I forgot about that shrinking island called reality. Every time the waves of wokeism crash against it, it erodes just a little bit more away, but it's still there. You ladies got to get in a tighter and tighter group. But that reality island does still exist. You're right, Oddly Creative. Forgot about reality. Remember reality? That shit was fun. That shit was fun. Lord German Husbando, be nice to Macy. Because she was cool for a minute. She was like, hey, don't tell me, I'm a woman, and a woman is a unique experience. And then she was like, oh, hold on. My manager. Oh, shit, I'm about to get canceled? Yeah, I'll flip-flop all that shit. Then she came back, and that's when she said it was a vibe. What I said 24 hours ago was wrong. Being a woman's not a special, unique experience as long as you feel the vibe. That's what Macy said. But in reality, that place that we were just talking about, in reality, yes, Macy Gray is stupid. You're right, Lord Jordan Husbando. Oh, you're right. So, before we get in that ass, like a bike with no seat, this live stream is brought to you by MyPillow, people. MyPillow.com/Jericho, promo code Jericho, all caps. Now, as I tell you guys daily, just about every day when I do my live, I always give you the current temperature in my studio or what it's supposed to be out when, throughout the day. What's the high going to be of the day? Usually this time of year, it's over 100. So these My Pillow sheets, and yes, they do way more than just pillows. If you go into this thinking My Pillow, they specialize in pillows, which I don't blame you because that's what I thought. They do it all. These sheets are nice and cool. They're breathable. There are few things in the world more uncomfortable than being too hot while you sleep. I hate that shit. Ophiuchus 111. So I love My Pillow. Me too. My wife likes her pillow a little softer. My head's big, so I need something a little more support to hold all these brains up while I sleep. But the nice, cool, breathable, quality sheets that you get from My Pillow are my favorite. They are very necessary. You have to be comfortable when you sleep. We spend a lot of time in bed. Whether you're doing sleep or you're doing other things in your bed, you're going to be in your bed a lot. So you might as well be comfortable. My Pillow. You can save up to 66%. Huh? MyGreenGear.com, JerichoGreen.net. As a matter of fact, I was just emailing my rep for MyGreenGear.com. I got some brand new designs coming. We were talking about shit this morning. Beautiful. So, what do we do first? Hey, got him, not Mind Pillow. Not like the Mein Kampf pillow, but My Pillow. That's so Third Reich of you. Hold up. A couple more supers here, then we get into that good gun. It's a good one. I'm going to stay on this bad guy shooting himself near the penis thing. There's a lot of them out there, surprisingly. Very, very unfortunate. Spunbrain65, thanks for the Twompski. It says, remember shovel-ready jobs. They were buried quickly. Yeah, what's his name? The guy, the first black president guy. Him, Barry, Mike's boy. He said these jobs are shovel-ready. All you need is a shovel and the jobs are ready. What happened? What happened? Because I believe Obama presided over the worst economic recovery in our country's history. So if you even had those shovel-ready jobs, that didn't cut it. Jackass. So why would we expect anything else? The senile fruit doesn't fall far from the garbage-ass president tree, right? Because Barry was the worst president ever so far. But his homeboy, he's not done yet. So that might change. By the end of his term, his one and only, he might be the worst president ever. Give him time. He's not done yet. He's not done. But look who he's with for 8 years, so why would we expect anything more from him? Then you throw in the aneurysms, the embolism. Oh, my goodness. Brendan Gerzalak, thank you. He says the Pelosi irony is more than delicious. It is gourmet. Yes, when I tell you about this irony, here we go. Oh, I love to use props, guys. I want people to understand what I'm saying. That's why I try to paint a picture with my words, because I want you to understand. I want you to understand what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So anytime I get to use a prop, I do it, and I'm going to do it today. But yes, we're going to get back to that irony you speak of, Brendan. Oh, yes. That is 5-star. That is Michelin star irony. Michelin star. You know, you get the Michelin star, those dudes that got the little red and blue little thing around their collar and their chef's coat because they're they got the little French award. Yeah, this is molto bene. Heidi Booth, you are right. She says this is the best live show. I agree. Hey, Julia T. No. Julia T says, I demand my mortgage be cut in half. No. Julia, no. This isn't for you. You think this debt forgiveness is for hardworking Americans who pay their own bills? Don't be ridiculous, Julia. It's not for you. You're going to be paying to cut somebody else's debt in half, not your own. This is only for people who took out student loans and they make less than $120,000 a year. That's who it's for. Not you. You'll be paying them. You are going to be paying for their mistakes, for their loans. And yours, Julia T. Yes, you get to pay your debts that you are taking care of because you are responsible. And then you get to take care of someone else's debt because they were irresponsible. This is the new American dream. Okay? This is truly the land of the free. Now, what that used to mean, that freedom is getting smaller and smaller. Our freedom is like taking one of those, what is that shit? Emergency, or what's the one that the teacher made, the little tablets? When you drop that inside of a liquid, they start bubbling and that little tablet gets smaller and smaller. That's our freedom. That kind of freedom is shrinking. The land of the free, if you look in the small print in parentheses, it says shit. So land of the free shit. That's what we're turning into. This is the new American dream, to have somebody else pay for your life. That's how it is. That's the new American dream. I'm sorry, Julia T. Your mortgage will not be cut in half. You get to pay your mortgage and somebody else's student loans. Isn't that great? Yes, Marky Mark. Alka-Seltzer. We got Freedom Alka-Seltzer. That's what we got. Mads, pay for the people's gender studies degrees. That's right. You think they're getting degrees that are actually going to work? Because if they got those, they could join the workforce and pay off their own debts. But no. No. So this asshole, Biden is perverted, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Money. Yeah. He's making it rain on these hoes. So if you make less than $120,000 a year and you took out student loans, I imagine in the very recent past, they are going to give you $10,000 toward your student debt. Now, it started out, we're going to forgive all student debt. And all their little communist weenies got hard. All their little communist pink lipstick came out. And if you don't know what pink lipstick is, next time you're around a male dog and his dick comes out, that looks like pink lipstick. That's what I mean. Their little socialist dicks got hard when they heard that. All of my student debt? Oh, yeah. But then, hey, Mads, don't come in here with that personal responsibility shit. We can't have that. You can't have this communist dream and personal responsibility. That's oil and water, homegirl. So then it got trimmed. You know, you trim the fat. You ever got a piece of meat, got a little too much fat, and you got to trim the fat. Then it got trimmed down to $50,000. Okay, not the whole thing, but $50,000 is nice. You owe $100,000, they're gonna knock it in half. You owe $200,000, gonna take away a quarter. All right, I'm not mad at it. It's not all, but I ain't mad at $50,000. Now it's down to $10,000. I hope it gets down to zero, only to see all of the dummies who believed him and voted for him, for him to just disappoint them once again. Just one more lie to put on his list. But I don't give a shit if he says we're going to give $10. I don't give a shit if it was 10 cents. I don't want my money going to someone else's debt. You know why? Because I got debt of my own that I need to pay for. All right? You took out the money to go get your stupid ass degree. You got your degree in cat feelings. Okay? That's your fault. You went out and got a degree in global studies. Let me tell you something, guys. This is no bullshit. This is 100% true. I worked with a girl who just graduated. I'm talking the ink. She was shaking her diploma like this. The ink wasn't even dry yet. Remember Polaroid pictures? see kids' Polaroid pictures. Anyway, she just graduated. This matter of fact, I think this was days after. And I said, you graduated, congratulations. What's your degree in? Global studies. So of course, I asked the obvious question, what's global studies? And this is my impression of her answer. Oh, bullshit degree, wasted my parents' money. Oh, here we go. I don't know. And scene. Parents. Matter of fact, you don't have to be no parent. If you just paid, hold on a second. Let's see what you can find out here. Tuition for CSUMB. I didn't say Christian. What did that sound like Christian to anybody? Tuition for CSUMB. Cal State University, Monterey Bay. So you're paying a little over $30,000 for your kid to go. In states, much less than out of state. So you're paying $30,000 for your kids to go to college. All right? You guys did the whole trip to the dorm. You drove him or her to school. You dropped her off, him or her off. I'm going to miss you. Call me. All that shit. Give me a call. All that stuff. All that money. Mom, Dad, I need this. Mom, Dad, I need that. Paying their car note. Paying their cell phone bill. Paying for their food. Okay? They come home. You graduated. They graduate. You went there. You hugged everything. They come back home to visit. And they say, what's your degree in? Or what are you going to do with your degree? And they say, I don't know. Now, isn't there a cheaper way to hear your kid tell you, I don't know, instead of paying $30,000? This is what you're paying for. And the people don't even have to ask. It's automatic. What if there are people out there who want to pay for it? They're, what's that R word? No, it's not racism, guys. Oh, they're responsible. And they want to pay it back. Guess they don't get a chance because here comes Papa Government. Oh, wipe out all your student debt. Oh, wait. All right, I'll give you 50,000. No, wait, 10,000. Let me get a little quick sniff. That's pretty gross, guys. So what kind of commie shit is that? Nobody wants this. Nobody who's going to be paying for this wants this. And now, I bet if Biden sat there and said, what's the worst time I could do this? This is it, you jackass. Recession, inflation, no matter how you try to change the definition, we're living it. And you do this shit. Now you think this is going to save you? You think this is going to save you fools from the midterms? You think this is going to give you a second term, Bidenist pervertus? You mush-mouth son of a bitch. You think this is going to save you? That's what I tell my kids when they run to their mom. You think your mom's going to save you from me? Nobody can save you from me. No one. It's not going to save shit. Man. 10 G's? All these trillions? I'm sick of hearing trillion. Stop spending that shit. Don't they? Scott Calais, thank you, sir, for the Hamilton. He said, what are they thinking? I don't know if they are, Scott. So if you went to trade school or didn't go to college at all, you got to pay for doctors and lawyers or people in the five-figure range? What? That's exactly right. My daughter, she says that she wants to go to college. Her dream is to be a marine biologist and a model and go to the University of Hawaii. That's what she wants to do right now at 10. My son, he's not so committed. But I'm going to try, because, kids are who they are, but I'm going to try to push them toward a trade school. Because not only can you make good money, you can make good money faster, and you're not being poisoned by that fucking indoctrination machine known as college. See what happened when the government got involved in tuition? It got more expensive because the colleges know that the government's going to pick up the tab, they're going to pick up the slack. So jack them up. Why not? Why not? There's no fear of consequence, so why not? Flowers Mama, thank you for the Hamilton. She says, my coworker just started at Cal Poly Pomona in SoCal. And she was telling me they have tampons in the men's restroom. WTF. He also said they made him get a sweet and sour sniffles booster to enroll. Well, there's at least two fucked up things in that sentence, in those sentences. Why are there tampons in the men's bathroom? They got close. They got them in a bathroom. All right. Good job, Cal Poly. You got them in the bathroom. You just got to get them in the right bathroom because the men have no place to put those. Tampons are made for a certain opening. Yes, men have one. You can put it up your ass, but that's not what tampons are designed for. They're designed to go into vaginas during their menstrual cycle. Since men don't have a menstrual cycle or a vagina, then why would you put them in there? Who put them in there? Who did they pay to put them in there? Where did they buy the tampons? Where's this money going? That shit is retarded. You think maybe you could have put that money towards something else? Campus improvement? I don't know. But instead, you put that money into tampons for people that don't need them. This world is fucking upside down. Now, what's even scarier is if the tampon dispenser in the men's bathroom is empty. That's scary. Ransom Shan, thank you, says, I read up recently how a California citizen making $1.5 million a year pays $750,000 in taxes. Why do they need to be taxed more again? You're taxed on tax on tax. You're taxed on your income. You're taxed if you buy something expensive. You're taxed on what you buy every day. Food, gas, clothes, whatever. Tax, tax, tax. Now, if you're buying food at the grocery store, there's no tax on that yet. But if you go out to a restaurant, fast food or something like that, and out here in California, when you recycle, if you look on the can, it says CRV. That's California Redemption Value. So if you buy a plastic bottle or a glass bottle or a soda can, you take it back to the recycling and then you get whatever that CRV is, 5 cents, 10 cents per. Tampons in the men's bathroom. I think up in Oregon, they spent like $5.5, $6 million on putting them in boys' bathrooms at high school. Because no high school boy is going to do something immature with a tampon, right? Fuck, the high school boys now probably think they need them. They're probably crying in their room. Sweetheart, come in. Johnny, what's wrong? Oh no, I'm sorry. Use one of these new age names. Caden, what's wrong? Mom, I haven't gotten my period yet. Yeah, Caden, because you're a boy. Eaglet, thank you for the Hamilton. Master Truth Spreader, Jericho Green. We love you, JG. Damn it, I love you too, Eaglet. Ain't that some shit? What happened? 20 years ago, you're sitting in your living room with a bowl of popcorn and somebody puts on a movie called 2022 and you saw this shit. What would you think? What would you think? You would think, like, who the hell would let that happen? Why are they doing that? Just think if you had to watch America Now. Spunbang65 says, I'm bleeding. Well, then you better get to Cal Poly Pomona into one of the men's bathrooms so you could shove it up in there and stop the bleeding. I don't know where you're bleeding from, but Cal Poly Pomona, they got what you need if you are. What the fuck? Scott Calais, again, thank you. LOL, so would Mason Storm. Hey, don't you bring Mason Storm into this. Mason Storm wouldn't go for that. Matter of fact, bring me Mason Storm right now so he can fix it. The only one who could save us is Mason Storm. Look, Google who that is. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you. But Mason Storm's the only person who could save us because he wouldn't go for this bullshit. Could you imagine? I just think of my dad. If my dad was alive now, oh my, he would be like, what happened? This ain't the country that I fought overseas for. I put my life on the line for 23 years, and this is what you did with her? They handed us a beautiful, voluptuous, well-proportioned, hot United States. She was fine. You drink her bathwater, she was so damn fine. And they come back and we hand back this drug-addicted, lesions on her face, sucked up, emaciated, crackhead bitch. This is what we're giving them back. This is what we did with their past generations. We're sorry. Damn, America. Cover your mouth. You look sick. Damn. Fucked America up. Hoser, thank you. On a lighter note, I like lighter notes. I'm no magician, but I once turned a back rub into a mortgage and 2 kids. You are a magician, Christian. You are. Because that's some magic shit right there. I think I did the same thing. I did the same exact thing. How did that happen? Said it was a foot rub. Mine was a foot rub that turned into all this. But I am happy. Good one. Julia T. Oh, this is a lady who thought the government was ever going to help her. The government's not for us anymore. We're done. We're their ex. We're their jaded ex that they don't want to talk to anymore. Julia T, thank you for the Hamilton. She says, thanks for the laugh. Hey, thanks for the super chat. We're even, Julia. We are even, Steven. Man, that is some sad shit. Look at America now. America is like that homeless lady you see arguing with the side of a building in broad daylight. Matter of fact, oh shit, I'm so glad I remember this. Man, let me tell you what I saw. I'm trying to tell you a story. So like 2 weeks, now maybe a week ago, I'm headed back home, right? And we're going through Yuba City, number 2 in the country for stolen vehicles. So that tells you how meth is in these parts. I'm driving home, and my wife is in the passenger seat. She's looking at her phone, so she missed it. You ever see something, and you can't even help it? The words jump out of your mouth. You don't even mean to. The words just jump out. You ever say something, you don't even, the words are out, you're trying to grab them and put them back, and they're gone? They're gone into the ether, man. So I'm driving along, and I look over, and there's a dude walking down the street in acid wash jeans, a yellow soccer jersey, and those work gloves, the cheap, like cloth ones with the little black dots all over on this side, so you got some kind of grip. You get them at the damn dollar store. This dude is running down the street with 2 middle fingers like this. Running down the street in acid wash jeans, a yellow soccer jersey, and gardening gloves. That's what we've turned America into. A cracked out, strung out commie whore. You wouldn't screw this version of America with your dick and me pushing. Look what we did to her. Damn, America was fine. And for you ladies, America was some Fabio looking the chest and the linen shirt unbuttoned down to his navel, holding you firmly in his muscular arms as a slight wind blows your beautiful locks in the wind. And then we turned him into fucking, what's that movie? The Machinist. that Christian Bale was in. You're some sucked up POW looking turd. You want to go out? Damn, America, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that we did that to you. But I hope that we can make it up to you and restore you to your former glory. I hope we can, because we owe it to you. You've given us a lot, America. You've given us safety, prosperity, equality. No, guys. Not this new equality shit. I'm talking real equality. My mom and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about like the racism my family members went through growing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, joining a segregated army. They went through the real shit. And we're here talking about, no, America's just the same. Nothing's changed. Nothing's progressed. America is still this racist dystopia. Those people went through the real. They're the ones that gave us this America that we could just fuck around with. They did the hard work so we could play. And we just fucked her all up. That's a damn shame. It's all good, JJ Finnegan. No apology necessary. I doubt you were around back then. I doubt you were around back then. You know what? One of the biggest kicks to America's nuts. You know, one of the biggest kicks to our star-spangled nutsack was when Obama lit up the White House in rainbow colors. That's the same thing as getting on the world stage, pulling your own trousers down and bending over yourself. So the rest of the world didn't have to do it. We'll do it ourselves. No. Don't worry, world. Don't worry, China. I brought my own KY. Here, put your hand out. There you go. You need some more? Oh, you're going to give it to us. Here you go. There you go, China. Is that enough? Oh, yeah. That's fine, America. Bend over and bite down on something. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Spunberry65, thank you for the Hamilton. He says the USA needs a cum transplant, but can't get it until Biden is prohibited from siphoning it up. Yeah. Only if they're under 11. If you're over 11, you have nothing to worry about from Biden's perverters. You are in the clear, as they say. Ooh, 10 and younger, I'm listening. Fucker. Frank Power says Fabio's still around. Look up Rachel. Sir, I take offense to that. Frank Power said Fabio's still around. Look at Rachel Levine. Don't you say that. Fabio is a national treasure. Fabio sold us. Remember? I can't believe it's not barter. Remember when he was riding on that roller coaster and that seagull hit him in the face and broke his nose? Oh man. Fabio, he reminds us of better days. I would go right now into a time machine and go back to when Fabio was famous. Those were better times. Take me back, Fabio. Remember Calgon, Take Me Away? Fabio, take me back. Lactanin, don't you start it. Lactanin said play. This is a play-free zone today, comment section. Can you do that? Can you stay unplay? I don't know. Crystal Williams, how you doing? She says, can we just boot out all the ungratefuls? They are ruining my beautiful country. Yes, they are. I want to trade them out for immigrants that want to be here. If you're a shit American, you don't like this country, you don't appreciate this country and our freedoms, I will gladly trade you out for some foreigner that wants to be here. Some foreigner who's going to appreciate what America has to offer and continue her greatness. You don't even know what you got here. You ever see those pictures of like the world from space at night? You notice America, we got lights on everywhere. Go flick your switch right now. We got so much electricity here in America. When you were a kid, you used to fuck around and flick the light switch on and off. Just playing with electricity. There are countries that don't have electricity for a whole day. They just shut it off. And solar power is illegal. There are people who have to put their houses up on stilts so slithering, slimy monsters won't creep into their home and bite their infant in the crib. There's a village in India where they wear masks on the back of their head so it looks like they're looking behind them so the tigers won't attack them from behind. The last time you saw a tiger in America, that thing was behind 8 inches of plexiglass. And he was sleeping over in the corner, and all you could see was his striped ass. Those are the only predators we have to worry about here. Yeah, you got black bears, but you got to go look for them. Mountain lions, but you got to go look for them. They don't come into town. Your kids don't got to ride to school with a mask on the back of their head because of the mountain lions. The freedom, all you got to do is make it here. All you got to do is make it. All you got to do is fall on our shores. I made it. Just get here. Just get here. And you're on your way to prosperity. And you got Americans here that are fucking it off, saying that it's not. Well, then get your ass out of here. That door swings both ways. You don't want to be here? Bounce. Go. What did it tell the horses? Yeah. Don't get your ass out of here. But they won't. Mallory Faust, thank you. What's your favorite NES game, JG? And have you seen Top Gun Maverick yet? Yes, I have seen Top Gun Maverick. I did a review on it. You can look back at my live, it says Maverick on the thumbnail. Great movie. No woke bullshit, because believe me, I was looking. My woke spidey senses were on full alert. I didn't see any. And my favorite NES game, I'm going to have to say it's a split. It's a tie between, it's a three-way tie because I can't leave any of them out. It's a three-way tie between Paperboy, Kung Fu, or Double Dragon. I can't pick one over the other. I'm sorry, Mallory Faust, if I've disappointed you, but I just can't. I can't. Oh, man. Hold up. All right, Mallory, I got you there. Hey, the Pleminator. Now, the Pleminator is here. Come on, there's a bomb in here. What's up, Pleminator? Welcome back. Didn't you go to California recently? Hope you got the hell out of here, man. I mean, not that I don't want you to get the hell out of California, but hey, don't stay if you don't have to. Deplorable Chump. Thanks for the super chat. I call my son Chump all the time. Rachel Levine equals Brackish Oaken. Who's Brackish Oaken? They can't be pretty if that's who she equals. Because that is not an attractive individual. Let's see, Brackish. Oh, Brackish. Oh. The dude from Independence Day. I saw somebody also compare her to Liz Cheney. No, this Dr. Brackish Oaken, this dude, he's actually a little better looking than Rachel Levine. Holy shit. Why do they always look like shit? Huh? They need to hook up with some of them lady boys in Thailand and get some of their makeup tips. Because the ones we got here look fucked up. Who are you fooling? And how do you sit there? How do you sit there? Like if you work, let's say you're unfortunate enough to work in the same office or wing or whatever as Rachel Levine. And you guys got to have a meeting, okay? It's Wednesday meetings. I remember back at the radio station, we had meetings every Wednesday morning in the conference room. So let's say you have your weekly meeting and you're sitting across from Rachel Levine. How do you focus on anything other than the fact that this grown-ass man is dressed like a woman at work and we're supposed to act like that's normal and everything's okay? You look mentally unstable. You're wearing women's clothes out in public and it's not October 31st. That's fucking weird. And I'm supposed to act like everything's everything? I'm not supposed to think it's weird when I see you walking in the women's bathroom knowing you have a dick? And if you're so committed, you're calling yourself by a woman's name, you're dressing in women's clothes, well then go all the way, Rachel. Why don't you get rid of your twigs and berries, huh? Get out of here with that shit. You're supposed to act like everything is okay, and this dude is coming in here looking like Mrs. Doubtfire every day. Man, please. Stephen Ayers, thank you. Exactly. Why Dems stop sending support to Cuba? They don't want them Cubans here because Cubans come from communism. They're not going to leave communism to communism. That's stupid. That's why they don't want them damn Cubans here. Bach says, man, South Park is a fucking gem. Gem. Like a jewel, gem. Ooh, good point, D. Heather Green. He just wants to cut your kids' dicks off, not his own. Well, then show a little solidarity, Rachel. You first. Ladies first, right? Ladies first. You ain't for real. They just know that they can take part in this bullshit and get everything that they want. So there's no point in going all the way. They don't need to. The people are treating them like they're born women anyway. So there's no need to get it. Snake Eater 871. Not my daughter, you son of a bitch. I tell you what, I'll listen to you when you cut that damn penis off, ma'am. Shit. What the fuck? Like, there've always been mentally unstable people amongst us. That's nothing new. But this nationwide acceptance? Like, we're not watching Psychosis personified? That's where shit gets crazy. Like, what the? I'm sorry, guys. We're 47 damn minutes in, and we ain't talked about no good gun. See what you guys did? I blame you. I don't have to take personal responsibility. I'm a person of color. This is your fault. You guys kept sending your super chats. You kept putting your questions and your comments and your funny little things. It's not my fault. I don't have to take responsibility for shit. Just like the dad on Don't Be a Menace said to his son, I don't got to do shit. My mama takes care of me. I don't have to take responsibility for none of this. It's your fault I was late on Good Gun, not mine. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby? The emperor has no clothes. No clothes, no functioning brain parts, no control over his bladder. He doesn't have the ability to go upstairs unassisted or put his coat on in the wind. The list goes on. Ugh. Ew, gross. Goontune says, does this dress make me look bulgy? Well, not so much up here, but right about waist level, about crotch level. Yeah, very bulgy, sir. Or ma'am. Remember that dude? It's ma'am. Don't sound like it. Sound like a sir to me. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a sir. Mandy Westcott says they need to be hold on. Comments jumped on me again, Mandy. Don't be mad at me. Mandy Westcott says they need to be shoved back in Pandora's box and thrown in the ocean. Let me know, Mandy. I will help you sit on top of that box so we can seal it. Ooh. Jesus Matters says, or I guess that'd be Jesus Matters. Mrs. Doubtfire is a smoke show compared to Rachel Levine or Ricky Levine. True that. True that. And at least Mrs. Doubtfire knew that he wasn't a real woman. He was just dressing like one. This fool thinks he's the real deal. And I don't care what you can DIY origami your dick into. That is not a vagina. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Henry S. says U.S. Ambassador Dennis Rodman. Yeah, isn't he going over to Russia to try to get Brittany? They probably will. Let's say, look, we'll give you Brittany Griner. Just keep that crusty lit bastard out of here. Don't let him come back here again. Promise. Promise. Okay, let's see here. Well, not that one. There's a lot of dudes shooting themselves in the dick. All right, fellas, come on. Come on. All right, here we go. Good gun. Finally. It says, man shoots self in groin with stolen gun in Jacksonville Park. Oh, see? You can't be doing that. You can't be stealing people's guns. You deserve to get shot in your dick if you steal somebody's gun. Didn't they kill people for stealing horses a long time ago? Jacksonville, Florida. A young man was arrested at a Jacksonville Park where he allegedly shot himself in the groin with a gun stolen during a car burglary at a Popeyes. Oh, Popeyes. Last Sunday, officers were called to Lonnie C. Miller Senior Regional Park, where a 21-year-old was laying in a ditch, according to Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Police say the man, identified as Xavier Matthews, was covered in blood from a gunshot wound below the waist, seemed confused, struggled to speak or stand on his own, and insisted to officers he was fine. I'm good. I'll just walk it off. It's just a bullet in my dick. I'm fine. Back up. Damn, get off my back, Officer Mom. Damn. Okay. JSO said there were approximately 100 to 200 people at the park at the time of the incident for a party. Witnesses at the scene told police that prior to the shooting, they saw a seemingly intoxicated Matthews attempting to break into strangers' vehicles. You know what? It probably saved him. Because I'm sure if those people at the party saw him try to get into somebody's vehicle that was at that party, they probably gathered around and stomped the shit out of Mr. Matthews. Matthews was identified through fingerprints and was found to have 2 active warrants for robbery. Investigators believe he accidentally shot himself with a gun that was taken from a man who had picked Matthews up from Bill Brenton Murray Hill Branch Library on Edgewood Avenue. That's surprising to me because I do not think somebody who is drunk in a park and shoots himself in the dick would go anywhere near a library. In the report, the driver stopped at a Popeyes on Kings Road to use the bathroom, leaving Matthews in the car. And when he returned, the suspect was gone, and so was a gun that he kept in his glove box. Sir, you should have locked it. Matthews is charged with armed robbery, carrying a concealed firearm, and violation of probation, among other charges. He is not eligible for bond. Thank you. Please keep Mr. Matthews locked up as long as you can. Is there a stupidity clause in our justice system? If so, use it on Mr. Matthews because he's an idiot. And while you have him in custody, can you please give him a thorough vasectomy, not the reversible kind? I need you to clip and then what do they call that shit? Carterize. Clip and carterize. Never to be put back together again. Because we can't have you out here making more little dumb Mr. Matthews. Oh my goodness. Quentin Time says, R.I.P. Peckerhead. Literally. Wouldn't that be funny if the head of his dick just came rolling out this pant leg? You dumbass. You idiot. Oh, people are so stupid sometimes. So that, guys, was good gun. I mean, don't get no better than that. And somebody here said another one? Yeah, man. It's a lot of them. There's a lot of dummies out here blasting their dicks. Wild Angel says, y'all make me laugh as much as Jericho. LOL, love this chat. Right? It's a great chat. You guys are awesome. A lot of funny people in here. A lot of thought-provoking folk. Look, you guys. What dumbass. Payout. They said he was having difficulty standing up and insisted, I'm fine. What, you never seen a guy bleeding profusely from his crotch before? Back up. Give me some space. What an idiot. Oh, okay, sorry about that, guys. Let me get serious. I'll tell you one thing that's serious. Serious as a heart attack. The savings you get going with MyPillow. MyPillow.com/Jericho. Promo code Jericho, all caps, up to 66% off. Are you tired of looking at the tags on the things that you buy that say made here, made there, but not made in America? Then this is where you need to go. MyPillow.com/Jericho, made in America. One of my favorite things about that company. Check it out. The link will be in the description box. Don't forget, guys, I do have a big announcement coming up. Stay tuned for that shit. Spunbang65 says his dick misfired. Well, that's a powerful dick, man. You definitely want to get that thing under control. You need to go see somebody if your dick is firing off enough to make your crotch bleed profusely to where you can't stand up. Anyway, Popov Paul Pelosi, you little son of a bitch. Now, I understand that Nancy's out of town. You're happy that she's gone. I get it. You go out and party all you want, Paul, but don't get behind the wheel, you jackass. Don't these elected officials have a car service? I know at least in the NFL, and I'm sure they do it in other sports. They have a car service, and there's a number you can call where anywhere in the world, I don't know about other planets, but on this one, you call that number and a car will come and get you, even though they have millions of dollars and could buy a fleet of cars to pick them up every night. I know. Call somebody. Okay? Have a car service come get you. Uber. If you want to live like the poor people, Mr. Pelosi, Uber, Lyft. So many options. A cab. Hitchhike. I don't know. And yesterday when I talked briefly about this, I mentioned that in reality, there are varying levels of being drunk. If you have a beer, let's say you have one beer and drive, I think you'll be okay. But that's not the case with Paul Pelosi. The dash cam footage came out. You can check it out. You can find it. I'm not going to hold up my phone here and show all that shit. But the dash cam footage was released, and it's exactly what you thought it was. Him all fucked up. Can't even stand up straight. You can see him holding on to the bumper of the car, and the officer even says, "Sir, you can't hold on to the bumper of the car while you do these field sobriety tests." He's holding onto the bumper of the car, and the cop says, "I can see you're having trouble standing up, and I can smell the alcohol on your breath." So you know when you can smell the alcohol, we've all had somebody drunk talking too close to us. When you smell the alcohol on their breath, you know they're fucked up. He had to hold on for a few seconds to brace himself before he started doing the heel-toe field sobriety test. You ever been so fucked up you needed to steady yourself before you started walking? We've all been there. I'm not talking about him getting drunk. I don't give a damn. You get as drunk as you want to. Your wife does all the time. But don't get behind the wheel of a car. He was, yes, Mads, he was that drunk to where he was having problems standing up. You are too fucking drunk to drive. Now, you guys have a seat. Get your cloth napkin. Put it on your lap, because we're about to enjoy the delicious irony of this situation. You have your knife, your fork, your spoon. You ready? Welcome to Casa Irony. I will be your waiter, Jericho Green. Tonight, we are serving irony. Here it is. Paul Pelosi in his 2021 Porsche, lit up from the tit up. Hammered, smashed, wasted, 3 sheets, whatever you want to call it. He struck another vehicle. There's footage of the vehicles. They look like the people inside of them died. The officer even says, I've seen vehicles with less damage and the people had far worse injuries. These 2 vehicles, remember you guys were in high school? That's right, Mandy Westcott. He killed his brother driving drunk. So you got a problem. You got a problem, don't you, Paul? I remember in high school, when they, for the senior class, close to graduation, they have these people come from the jail and they have this board where they glued a bunch of shanks they found for the prisoners and don't get in trouble, don't go to jail, fucker, don't do it, eh? And not saying that fucking the Mexican people only go to jail, but I went to school with predominantly had predominantly Mexican kids there, and that's what they brought to talk to us. Hey, what's up, eh? My name's like Little Smokey or something, eh? Don't do it, fucker. Don't come in here with me, eh? So they try to scare you straight, and they bring these vehicles that were in real life drunk driving crashes where people died. And they even had some of the kids. Here's some more irony. So they had like the ASB kids, right? They acted like they were in the wreck. So you come out there, they're all laid out with fake blood on them and shit. And the kid who was supposedly the driver of the vehicle that killed all the people actually ended up getting a DUI a couple years after high school. So that shit didn't work. But anyway, the vehicles they brought to show us were just completely twisted, mangled, destroyed cars. And the people in them died. That's what Paul Pelosi and his victim's car looked like. They should have been dead. There should have been multiple white sheets out there. So that shows you how fast he was going and how out of control he was. Here is the irony. Are you ready? Get your fork. Get it. Not your salad fork, the irony fork. He ran into an illegal. Yes. Yes. Miss Open Borders herself, her husband, ran into a damn illegal. Now do you understand, Nancy? Now do you understand? You hit an illegal. I hope that illegal shows up to court with a neck brace on. Hold on, Your Honor. I can't see. I need to turn around. I hope he has a neck brace on, 2 arm casts, where they got the bar here so he can't bend them down. I hope he has 2 full. I hope he's in a full body cast. And I hope they got to give him a pen to write stuff. And he goes like this. And they got to give him a paper and he can't see it. They got to put his hand. Here you go, sir, right here. Oh, thank you, sir. I heard so bad I can't sleep. I hope he comes in court like that. I hope he sues you for every penny you're worth, including all the stolen money, including all the money you got from insider trading. But of course, Nancy doesn't talk about that kind of stuff with her husband because she has integrity. So I want you to say integrity. Nancy, if you can say integrity, we will let Paul go. Just say integrity, Nancy. Say it. She can't. The damn vodka, her brain's swimming in it. You ever take vodka or tequila and squirt it into a watermelon and let it sit overnight before you go camping? That's Nancy's brain just floating in vodka. Say it, and we'll let him go. You can't. Yesterday I said he deserves more than some bitch ass 5 days in jail. Look how drunk he was. He couldn't even stand up. And of course he pulls I'm an important person. Don't you know who I am, officer? I'm a man of importance. You son of a bitch. I don't ever want to hear again that there's a justice system for black people. No, there's a justice system for the rich, and there's a justice system for everybody else. Because if you got the money, you don't got to worry about it. If you can hire a lawyer that has 3 names on the side of the building, you'll be fine. If you get your lawyer's name off the side of a building, like on some kind of sticker, if you get your lawyer's name from a billboard, you're probably going to jail. But he has power, he has influence. His nephew is in charge of the organization that had possession of the dash cam. Notice how the dash cam footage came out after he had been sentenced. So it's too late to go back. No double jeopardy. No, guys, I'm not reading the script of a movie. This shit is real. This is what happened. They released the footage after he was sentenced. And then the DA is like, I handle this case like a little ginger turd. She looked like she's related to Saki with Peppermint Patty. Gingers have no souls. So she's saying, oh, no. I handle this case just like any other case. Really? So the congresswoman of your district who has sway over your career, her husband gets in a wreck, he's drunk, and you handled it like any other case. You guys smell that? Let me check the bottom of this. No? Oh, no, it just smells like bullshit. I was wondering, did I step in some bullshit? Because I smell it. Mopar girl, she says, oh, damn, I'm ginger. No. That was just a line from South Park. I don't mean that. Some of my best friends are gingers. But she said, oh, it was handled by the book, just like any other case. Shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't. You forget that we live in reality. We live in the real world. We know a bunch of horse shit when we hear it. There's no way you handled this case just like just another day in the office. The congresswoman of my district, her husband fucked up. His case is on my desk, but I put my business hat on and I handled it just like any other case because I have integrity. Nancy, try it again. Integrity. She can't. Shut up, Nancy. Put her away. Give her some expensive ice cream. Get her out of here. Take her somewhere and let her pull her tits out. She likes to do that. But no. Guys, this was above board. She handled it just like she would handle your case, she handled theirs. If you believe that, see me after the live stream. I got some magic beans I want to sell you. Just a man evaluate stuff. Thank you. He says he only had 2 drinks at dinner, 8 p.m., went to a friend's house, then crashed at 11 p.m. Cops still smell alcohol, found hard narcotics, time served. See, I was saying that before. They said he was under the influence. They didn't say he was drunk. And there's no fucking way that you're going to have 2 beers, sleep for 3 hours, and not be able to stand up when the cops show up. No way. I don't drink. I've told you before. If somebody brings a 6-pack to my house for the 4th of July, 4 of those beers will be there next year when they come back. I could have 2 beers and be good to go with a 3-hour nap. Paul, I know you're looking for somewhere. I know you're looking for an ass to blow that smoke up, but this isn't it. This ass is exit only. Blow that smoke up somebody else's ass. Paul, Popov, Paul. 2 beers. I wonder how many times the officers heard that. I just said 2 beers. Yeah. J954, thank you. He says, imagine if it was Trump Jr. Shit. He'd still be in jail from that night. They would have arrested his ass on the scene and he would still be in jail. Could you imagine the circle jerk from the mainstream mediocres and the blue check marks if Trump Jr. got caught up in this shit? Come on now. We were born at night, not last night. Mopar girl, thank you for the Hamilton. She says, haha, you cracked me up. Thank you very much, miss. Ain't that some shit? They released the damning evidence after he's been sentenced. Rachel S., you're right. Hit that like button, people. Like and sub and like. Let's affect these algorithms. Everybody take a few seconds right now. Drag that little icon over or take your finger if you're on your phone. Hit that like button. Please. Hydrate. So yesterday, here, I'm going to show you this shit. I'm not going to be the only one trapped with these images. Shout out to my man Oliver Mack. This is the first place that I saw these pictures. Oh my goodness, man. Come on. Come on. Hold on. I got to find a bigger picture. Oh, what's this fool saying? I was speaking of Oliver Mack. I'm on his page right now, and I see this headline: Joe Biden states racist claim that blacks and Hispanics don't own their homes. So please, let's listen in on the grandpa in chief. Here we go.
Many of you had to leave school because the financial strain was much too high. About a third of the borrowers have debt but no degree, and worst of both worlds, debt and no degree. The burden is especially heavy on Black and Hispanic borrowers, who on average have less family wealth to pay for it. They don't own their homes to borrow against to be able to pay for college.
Guys, I keep waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come running from behind Joe Biden and be like, I'm just fucking with you guys. Come on out. We got cameras here. We got cameras over there. We got cameras over here. We just been fucking with you guys. It's Punk, the biggest punk ever. Oh, Ashton, you got me, you little fucker. You got me good. You got me. I thought this mush mouth son of a bitch who needs to be on the shores of a pond with a hand-woven blanket that Jill made for him across his lap in a wheelchair, throwing breadcrumbs to the local wildlife. Quack, quack, quack. I thought for a second this was real. You got me, Ashton. You people over at MTV are good. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Ashton has anything to do with this. And yes, that's right, Rachel S. Ashton, he's all fucked up. He got the poke. He has all kinds of problems. I think he lost his hearing or his sight for like a month. Huh? Nah, dog. I'm going to take my chances instead of losing my eyesight for a month. We're going to file that under no thank you. Hey, take this. Lose your eyesight for a month, but you won't get a cold. Oh, my goodness, guys. Unfortunately, this is not a prank. This is not a joke. He's here. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up this disgusting picture and don't have any food in your mouth, okay? Oh, God, it's so disgusting. Wait till you see this shit. Wait till you see this shit. Like, who would do this? Oh, my goodness. Look at this. You don't have any food in your mouth, do you? You drinking anything? I'll give you a second. Hold on. All right, you good? Everything clear? You chewed up your food? You swallowed your drink? Make sure you're not holding anything valuable, like a baby or something. Hand it off to somebody else before you look at this picture. That's right, quitting time. Watch out for the violent diarrhea side effects. Here we go. You see that? Oh, hold on, phone. You see that? See the little boy hanging upside down like Batman? Oh, shit. Let me get that away from here before I throw up. So if you don't remember, I don't know if it was Spider-Man 1, 2, or whatever, but the scene where he's hanging upside down and Kirsten Dunst pulls his mask down and they kiss each other romantically. Probably throw a little tongue in there. Maybe this lady did too. But this woman, yes, Theo Mestas, WTF. This woman recreated that photo. She did a little photo shoot, and the other ones are fine. He's like in his little Spider-Man outfit. My son has that same Spider-Man costume. A couple weeks ago, we had to pull it from his death grip because he wanted to keep wearing it, but it's getting too small. The other pictures were cool. He's doing his little spider pose and shit. Look great, except for the picture where his mother is recreating a romantic scene with him. That's a sickness. Woman, you need to get a husband. You should have got the husband before you had the kid, but you already fucked that up. You already put the cart before the horse. You need to get a man because you have some misplaced emotions. That's some sick shit. Let me come in close, perverted lady, because I know you're watching, okay? That is your son. That is not your little prince. That's not your little man. He's not the king of the castle. He's not the man of the house. He is a fucking little boy. He just turned 6. Get that responsibility off of him. He owes you nothing. You owe him everything. He doesn't need to fill any weird voids you have in you because you made some stupid ass choices. Like let some dude get on top of you and go, before he put a ring on it. What does my man Joel Davis say? Marry before you carry. So because you fucked it all up, now you're going to put some weird Norman Bates shit in this little boy's mind because you're treating him like he's your boyfriend. Huh? Quentin Time says, I've never kissed my kids on the mouth, even when they were tiny little babies. So strange to me, moms who do. I'm going to talk about that in a second, Quentin Time. But this lady, you have misplaced emotions. What the fuck are you doing recreating a romantic scene with your son? You hear what I called him, lady? I called him your son, not your man, not your boo, not your better half. That is your son. That shit is gross. I know people who kiss their kids in the mouth. What the fuck? Ew. Let me tell you what happened to me. I'm trying to tell you a story. So when I was 15, I'm running late for school. One of the very few times my mom's running late for work. So in the hustle and bustle, I go to my mom's room. I knock on the door. My mom comes out. I said, Mom, I'm going to school. See you later. Love you. I go to kiss my mom on the cheek. She went the same way instead of going the opposite way. Oh, it grosses me out to even say this shit. I accidentally, very lightly, kissed my mom. Kiss my... Ew. I'll get it this time. Hold on. Kiss my mom on the lips. That shit is... You know when they take cattle and they brand them? And they put that brand into them and it starts smoking? That shit is branded into my brain. I will never forget it as long as I live. I don't care if I'm 3 aneurysms in and an embolism like the grandpa in chief. I will never forget that day. That shit was disgusting. Rise Donald, that's a very plain question. He says, did you slip the tongue? No, sir, I did not. Ew. You be seeing some of these rappers out here. Who is that? Lil Wayne. I remember that picture, 10, 15 years ago, where he kissed Birdman on the mouth at a party, and he was like, oh, that's just what we do. No, that's not what we do. I've had many friends. I've been at many functions. I've consumed much alcohol. There was a time where I did a little booger sugar. Let me tell you this. I never came anywhere close to kissing a homeboy anywhere. Not even like, hey, look, Hey, how you doing? None of that. No cheek. What the? If I wasn't clear enough, let me be clear now. Ew! Ew! That is so nasty. Oh, what the fuck? No, dog. No. Stevie J, damn it. Stevie J says, my mom spits in my mouth. Yours does too, right? Stevie, stay after the live stream, man. We need to have an intervention. Because, no, she's not supposed to do that. Mitch Connor says, bruh, same shit happened to me. See, Mitch? Mitch knows my pain. Mitch knows the horrible memory that I can never shake. I've tried. But that was an accident. That wasn't a photo shoot. And what if they didn't get it right the first time? Oh, it wasn't. Okay, we'll try it again. What? I remember, I won't say any names, but somebody I know. A few years back, somebody's very close to us. She was saying goodbye to my son, and she kissed him on the lips. Again, remember I mentioned earlier, things just come out of your mouth. They just fly out. Your brain is looking the other way. The words slip out. Couldn't catch it. My bad. She kissed my son in the mouth, and I said, what the fuck are you doing? What? What do you mean? What? Don't kiss him on the mouth. She was like, oh, no, it's nothing like perverted. I said, no, that's not my concern. Do not put your mouth, unless he's choking, don't put your mouth on his mouth ever again. That shit was weird. The fuck? The boy is 6 years old, woman. What's wrong with you? Get a fucking husband. Hang him upside down and kiss him in the mouth. Hang him upside down and kiss him anywhere on his body. But kissing your son in the mouth, that shit is disgusting. What are you doing? That ain't your man, that's your son. It ain't his fault you didn't get married before you got all jizzed in. That's not his fault. You better get a damn date nap, you pervert. Ew. Oh, man, I'm done talking about that shit. That is gross. Oh, my God, all sensual and shit. Ew. Ew. What? What? Oh my goodness, that is so fucking sick, man. And of course, she responds, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Shut your stupid ass up. Take a rubber band and snap you in your titty, woman. That's gross. What the Ew. No quitting time. You ain't crazy? Hell no. Spunbird 65 says, move forward, please. Oh, man. Okay, gross. I'm going to stop because it's about to be dinner time for some people. Okay, big news. Here we go. My big announcement. So, drum roll. I will be, quit time. She probably liked it, and that's a whole nother layer of fucked up. I will be in Dallas, Texas on Friday, this coming Friday, August 26th at the Uncle Tom 2 premiere. Can't wait. Larry Elder, Dr. Ben Carson, Brandon Tatum, whole bunch of other people are going to be there. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see these guys. Haven't seen Oliver Mack's going to be there. Craig Long. I haven't seen him since we got together at B. Tatum's book signing last November. This is going to be fire. Can't wait. Got my outfit today. Woo! I'm going to be looking cleaner than the Board of Health. I will try to take some pictures, but call me old school. But I don't want to be worried about taking pictures and shit. Of course, I want to get some. When's the next time I'm going to see Larry Elder and Dr. Ben Carson? And read up on Dr. Ben Carson. Amazing, amazing, amazing American. He is a real national treasure. Look at what he's done. Let's see. Latina American Pure Blood. Love the name. Jericho, do you have to wear masks in the clinic in your town? No, we don't. So I don't want to be so concerned with pictures that I'm not in the moment. If you understand what I mean. I want to be in the moment. I want to engage these people and talk with them and pick their brains and try to learn and network as much as I can. So I will do my damnedest to take pictures. But if I don't be mad. I will get some. I'm sure they'll probably have a professional photographers there, and I'll connect with people and get the pics from them and all that kind of shit. I will document it, but I'm not going to be the selfie guy all night long. I want to be in the moment and enjoy it to the fullest. So Quentin Time says, wear a GoPro. Like the people that ride motorcycles. I don't think I'll do that, Quentin Time, but thank you for the suggestion. Don't worry, Frank Powers. Ooh, I'm going to be deep in that vibe. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to be there this Friday, August 26th, Uncle Tom 2 premiere. I can't wait. Maybe I'll be in part 3. But if you're in the area or whatever, come through. If you see me, please say hello. Love to meet you guys. Love to put a face to these comments, whatnot. So, yeah, that's where I'll be. Big time. I'm excited. Uncle Tom 2 premiere, Dallas, Texas, Friday, August 26th. Upload vids. Thanks for the Hamilton. It says a woman admitted to being in a triangle with a man and his mother and said that the mother put his nether parts in her mouth continuously. That's probably the most disgusting super chat I've ever read in my life. So thank you for that upload vid. But yeah, I did see that. People are fucking gross, man. Like, how sick do you have to be to do a threesome with one of your kids? What the fuck? I told my wife today, people make me sick. And how I was driving. And you don't get more angry faster than when you're driving. Ladies, I don't know about you. I've never seen a woman get as angry as a man driving. Maybe I'm just missing it. But I can go 0 to homicidal in one stupid move on the highway. That shit makes me angry. And the area I live in now has the worst drivers I've ever seen in my life. It is not unusual to be in the fast lane and you come up on some cars and now you're doing 55. Remember that poster from the 80s? You had the Lamborghini Countach with the blonde chick in the highway patrol outfit with the low cut and half her titties out. And it said, can't drive 55. I can't drive 55. I live at 80. I live between 80 and 85 on the highway. And when I come up on somebody doing 55 or 60, you could boil eggs in my blood. That's how hot it gets. There's a lane to the right, and they named it slow lane. So get your slow ass in the slow lane. Get the fuck out of my way. I got my driver's license when I was 18. And ever since then, ever since the first time somebody pissed me off driving, you know what I imagined? The first thing I imagined in my mind? Now, of course, this is just my imagination. I'm not telling anybody to go out and do it. And of course, I wouldn't do it myself. But I remember imagining I want to carry a BB gun and a box of grenades in my passenger seat. Why, you ask? When somebody does something stupid, you tailgate me, you drive too slow, you come over with no turn signal, I want to ride up alongside the car in my imagination, blow out their window with the BB gun. You shoot a car window with a BB gun, it will shatter. Take a grenade, pull the pin, throw it in their car, and speed off and watch them explode in my rear view. Is that wrong? Is there something wrong with me for wanting to do that? Because that's how mad I get. that I want to throw a grenade into your vehicle. Is there something wrong with me? Am I the only one? You know how hard it is not to cuss with my kids in the car when I'm driving sometimes? One time, my son was driving. I was driving with my son, and I was stopping. You ever stop and let somebody make a turn? I'm stopping for you. She was sitting there like this was her first time in a vehicle. And I said, come on, puta. Figuring if I say it in Spanish, my son's not going to know what it means. Guess what he said a couple days later? Come on, puta. Oh, man, that was my fault. That was my fault. That was all me. Because that's exactly what I said 3 days before. Oh, all right, guys. Anyway. Today, I'm going to be busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Because after this, I'll be on my man Gion's IG page at official Gion. And then tonight, 7 o'clock, I'm going to be on my man Gabe El-Tayeb's channel with Sean. The three of us are going to be talking about what? Under Siege. And I watched that shit last night. I had to fast forward the part where she comes out of the cake because I didn't want my son to see the titties, right? So then I tell my wife that. She's like, who cares? He don't mind seeing those. I was like, what? You giving me the green light to show my son titties in an action movie? Mwah, I'm going to marry you again. That's how good of a woman you are. Here we go, Miss Crystal Williams. Thank you for the Hamilton, miss. Absolutely nothing wrong with you, sir. Stupid drivers are the worst. That shit, I can't help it, Crystal. I can't help it. It's like the Incredible Hulk. I just, fast lane, slow lane. If you're not driving fast, get out of here. Anyway, mygreengear.com, jerichogreen.net. So I go down to the gas station here, close to my house. They got an ice machine. Everywhere got ice here. Where I lived on the coast, nobody sold ice because it never got above 70. But everybody sells ice. So I get the big bags of ice because I'm drinking ice water all the time. And I just drank my water, and a piece of the bag was in there. Great. Not the worst thing I ever got out of a drink. Okay, last one I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to tell you a story. You want to hear something gross? Here we go. So one time, this was back in the day when they had when McDonald's started having any size drink for $1. Ricker, that's exactly right. David Banner. So any drink for $1, any size. So I'd get the big ass iced tea and ask him, can you put a wedge of lemon in it? Because few things, that's not the free gift I wanted though, Stevie J. Because few things are more delicious than ice cold tea with a slice of lemon. Just a little tang to it. One of my favorites. So I fucking squeeze the lemon in there, drinking my drink. I drink maybe 3/4 of it. So I'm a dude. I'm gross. I left it in my car. The next day, I'm like, and even still had some ice in it. I was like, fuck it. So I drink it. And you know how lemons have, you bite a lemon and there's these little pouches of lemon with lemon juice in it. I don't know what you call those little, like in an orange too, the little pockets of juice. What do you call those? What's the official term for that? I don't know. But pulp, okay, ogre, the pulp, okay, the lemon pulp. You get one on your teeth, right? You bite the little juice out of it. So I take a drink and I'm doing that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm taking a lot to chew this up. And I spit it out of my hands, and it was a fly. A fly had gotten in my drink. I drank it, sucked the fly into my mouth, thinking it was some lemon pulp, and I chewed it up. There you go. Fucking disgusting. I'm going to leave you on that note. No, David Hughes. See, I knew we couldn't get out of here with somebody not being played. David Hughes said lemon testicles. That's not the official term. That's not the technical term for those. I refuse to believe that. Lemon testicles. You guys sometime. Brian King B. Falcon says, Pulo? I fucking know. But I know it's not lemon testicles. I know that, David Hughes. Very clear. Crystal Williams, once again, thank you. I'm coming to see you in Dallas, which I hate driving in, but for you, I will. Hey, Crystal, come see me. That'll be great. I could put a face to your generosity. That'll be awesome. Come see me, Crystal. I can't wait to meet you. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Like I said, I got shit to do, places to go, people to do, and the easy ones twice. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be here. Will you? It's 1 o'clock. Do you know where Jericho is? Right here. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.